Hello and welcome back to the Xpert 11 Road to Glory series, where in this episode we'll be taking on Cobra Kai in the third round of the Ultimate League Cup. A Division 5 side, not too dissimilar to the ones we were facing on a regular basis last season. Cobra Kai have a squad value of 120 million econ, so it's going to be very difficult to beat them. Let's see how the two teams line up against each other. So, next to Cydonia FC will be playing a 4-5-1 formation with an average age of around 22 to 23 years old. As truth to be told, we're struggling for funds and would likely go out to the cup. While Cobra Kai, they haven't even come up and set tactics. Now that is a real shock because Cobra Kai beforehand has set up tactics for every single game they play, and so this is a major surprise to see that they're playing 4-4-2 with players out of position. Knights line up with Ant Connolly in goal, a back four of Nathan Thompson, Pim van der Kruis, Aquilus Santa Maria and Marcus Agenfjord, a midfield of Ray Tataw Eta, Pierre Pesnik, Alvito Roma, Glenn Carlton, Raymond Hargreaves, a front man of Endira Zubeldia. Cobra Kai line up in a 4-4-2 formation with players out of position, so their midfielder Nikolai Howden in goal, a back four of Terence Buxton the midfielder, Tanet Maintaka, Gerard Emini and Gabriel Ribera, who's another midfielder. A midfield of Anders Bjorkstead, Yanni Shalby, Budiman Pusling a striker, and Bernardo Villa. A front two of defenders Per Olof Sorensam and Matthias Ortins. And we'll now go live to the Supermassive Black Hole for the first leg of this cup tie. Captains for this match are Pim van der Kruis at just 21 years of age, taking the captain's armband for this game, and Nikolai Howden for Cobra Kai is their goalkeeper. The referee is Dictator, who's one of the stricter refs in the game. Knights of Cydonia are in the red and yellow strip, and while meanwhile Cobra Kai are in the black and yellow strip, and they'll be using the sash colour of yellow to denote their attacks, while we'll be using red. The game will get underway in a few moments' time. And we're underway. 7 minutes played in this game, and it's mostly the Cobra Kai players who are getting on the ball at the moment. But with no tactics and no manager, I'm not quite sure what they're going to do with it. Tanet Makinda has been yellow carded from attack from behind, so that's that. 23 minutes played, and it is still Cobra Kai on the ball but not really doing anything with it. And as we come to the end of this rather boring first half, to be honest, with a chance for the Knights here. It's a well played shot on goal by Raymond Hargreaves. He scores! Raymond Hargreaves has given Knights of Cydonia a shock lead against Cobra Kai, albeit one that hasn't set up. But even so, we are playing an underage team, so that would surely negate it. But nevertheless, Raymond Hargreaves, from the only chance of the game, has scored. Incredible. Meanwhile, major drama in the other ties in the cup, as last season's finalists Dave FC are losing 1-0 to a Division 5 side, and Dave FC are a top flight side this season. What a turn up for the books. And the second half gets underway, and we've played about 55 minutes into this game, and Knights are currently leading 1-0. And nothing's really happening in this game until now. 17 minutes, there's ball deflected by Marcus Agenfjord, an own goal. He scored! An own goal from Marcus Agenfjord puts Cobra Kai into the advantage as they now have an away goal. It's deflected off our own players, rather disappointing, but 2 chances, 2 goals. There's a pretty awful defending by those things, from what little quality there is on show today. Gerard Emini has been yellow carded for simulation. As we draw towards the end of this game, and it's been a fairly disappointing performance. There's a card for Knights here. Raymond Hargreaves has been yellow carded for brutal play. And this might be why there's an injury for Cobra Kai. Yannick Shalby is injured, which is going to limit their options up front when Cobra Kai's manager gets back to setting tactics, because even though Shalby was playing in midfield, he is actually a striker, so they only have 1 striker left. And that is the end of the game, and it's a surprising 1-1 draw. And oh my goodness, that isn't even the half of it. This is probably one of the funniest games I've ever had on Xpert 11. Pim van der Kruis was the man of the match for the first time in his career, as you can see by the star to the left of his name there, although his rating wasn't particularly that impressive, but still not a bad start. Meanwhile, Gerard Emini was the man of the match for Cobra Kai with a much more impressive defensive rating. Now, I really haven't put it into context just why this result is particularly silly. Okay, now, bear in mind that we were low on funds and wanted to go out to the cup, so I set up a team that were below the required average age, around 22 to 23, with the intention of exiting the cup and it all being over in just the first round. Of course, the opponent then forgets to set tactics, and that's not even the half of it. When I decided to mark their highest skilled midfielder and oldest player and captain, he ends up going in goal. So, because of that, I ended up man-marking the opposing goalkeeper. So, an unintentional man-marking of the goalkeeper, which is often frowned upon by some of the Xpert 11 community, was done by me completely off the hook, unintentionally. I just had to laugh how I marked the goalkeeper without even intending to mark the goalkeeper. Okay, maybe that wasn't particularly that funny, but it was amusing to say the least. Being involved in the game itself, it was more amusing than perhaps you as the viewer who just listened to this and listened to my waffling on. Anyway, let's see what the team of the cup round was and see what the current big players in the Ultimate League are. Team of the cup round is Freddie Arnold of Jesus and his Pandas in goal. A back four: Nuno Silva Vieira, Red Star Dinshanga, Philbert Clist, FC Patos, Rico Bournes, Jesus and his Pandas, and Lawrence Donaldson, Steppenwolf Suckers. The midfield of Octavian Silla, Jesus and his Pandas, Cuthbert Seabury, Kyoto's Killers, Stanisław Klinkec, Jesus and his Pandas, and Gottfried Burbridge, the Titanian Warriors, and a front two of Jermaine Lanzak, IFK Göteborg, and Marcus Covarrubias, Guerrilla Renegades. And that's it for this episode. In the next episode, we'll be playing Deportivo Celso in the league for the first time in 2 seasons. So, see you then.